Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel, Attorney E Immigration Lawyer, and welcome din po sa ating Facebook page, Attorney E Immigration Lawyer. Today's episode ay pag-usapan natin yung mga kailangan yung gawin to prepare for your immigrant visa interview. Okay. All right. Before we start, I want to introduce myself. My name is Attorney Elaine Antonio Bordeaux. I've been practicing U.S. immigration law for 15 years. And that's all I do. I represent clients from all over the world sa kanilang mga immigration cases, immigration applications, and of course, marami po tayong mga kliyente from the Philippines. It's very hot tonight here in this living room. Kaya magpapaypay muna ako. Okay. All right. So pag-uusapan natin yung immigrant visa interview preparation. Para dun sa mga matagal na naghintay, and I feel your pain. Even doon sa mga immediate relatives, they had to wait kasi nagkaroon ng backlog, kasi nagkaroon ng retrogression, and everything has been affected. And, sometimes you feel like this is not gonna happen and nakaka-frustrate, pero talagang, this will happen. Yun nga lang po ay talaga naghihintay. And sometimes, especially dun sa mga hindi immediate relatives, medyo talaga mahaba ang waiting time. Pero dun sa mga nakatanggap na ng mga interview appointment, ayun, yung mga pinakahihintay nating notice na nagsasabing, your schedule is on, ganyan, may date na kayo, okay? And then my instructions on what to do, yan ang pag-uusapan natin. And I'm going to share to you my screen kasi lahat naman ng information, lahat ng kailangan yung gawin to prepare for your interview, makikita nyo doon sa website. Okay. All right. So I'm going to share that to you. Okay. Hold on just 1 second. And we're gonna go over this together. Okay. So, punta kayo dito sa website ng travel.state.gov. Yan. Okay. And you can see here specifically yung kailangan yung gawin, and I'm going to simplify it. So when you get the notice, di ba matatanggap nyo via email yung interview appointment nyo. Yan. Then meron dong instructions on where to go para makita nyo yung information on how to prepare for your interview. Okay, so I'm just going to simplify it. So number 1, may mga kailangan kayong dokumento that you need to bring dun sa interview nyo. So meron po tayong tinatawag na pre-interview checklist. Ayan. Okay? So yung checklist ng mga dokumentong kailangan yung bit-bitin sa interview nyo. These are the documents that you need to bring with you at the interview. Okay? And then, number 2, you also have to schedule a medical exam sa Philippines. Okay. Yung medical exam sa St. Luke's po yan. And I'm going to talk about on how to, later, how to schedule your medical exam. Pangatlo, kailangan nyo ring magpa-register ng yung delivery address online. Ayan, para sa visa nyo. Okay? This is when they need to return your passport after the interview. Okay, registration is free. And pang-apat, kailangan yung basahin yung guidelines to learn what to expect at the interview. Okay, so we're gonna break it down into 4. Pag-usapan muna natin yung checklist ng mga dokumentong kailangan yung dalhin. All right. Yan. So, lahat ng applicant, so I'm sharing this to you para we can go over this together. Every applicant must bring the following documents to the immigrant visa interview. Of course, yung NVC interview letter. So kung natanggap nyo sa email nyo, you have to print that and bring that with you. Yung passport nyo, check it. Make sure that it's still valid for 6 months. Okay, valid for 6 months. So dapat aware kayo sa mga ganyang mga ganyang detalye. Kasi kung hindi na valid for 6 months, you have to renew your passport kasi kailangan mo ng passport na valid for at least 6 months before your intended date of entry to the United States. Okay? Yung confirmation page, when you submitted the DS-260 application online, there's a confirmation page at the end of the application, and you can find that on ceac.state.gov/CEAC. Ayan. Yung original birth certificate, you have to bring that with you with English translations. It's okay because our birth certificate from the Philippines are in English. And you have, if you are from the Philippines, you should obtain this from the Philippine Statistics Authority. So yung PSA. Yan po ay importante. Okay, so kung hindi yan PSA, marireject din po yan. If born outside the Philippines, you must bring the birth certificate from the country of birth. Original birth certificate from PSA for all children accompanying the principal applicant. So yung mga sasamang mga anak, kailangan din po ng birth certificate na original. So you need the original birth certificate, okay, when you attend the interview. Yun ang kailangan nyo ipakita. Okay. Next, if you are 16 years of age, the original police certificate from your country of current residence and country of previous residence. Okay, so sa Philippines, ang requirement ay ang NBI clearance. Yung NBI clearance is valid for 1 year. So if it's more than 1 year, especially now na maraming na-delay, so from the time that it was issued, kung more than a year na, you have to get a new NBI clearance. Okay? So you may request NBI directly submit your NBI clearance to the US Embassy. Okay, so it's your option, pero kung ako, kailangan gusto ko na dala ko yung NBI clearance ko. The applicant should request an NBI clearance with an AKA, including the applicant's maiden name, birth certificate name, maiden name, and any aliases or nicknames used. So yung mga nagkaroon ng aliases, yung mga nag-asawa, yung may mga maiden name, tapos eventually nag-asawa, nagpalit ng pangalan, o kaya yung mga iba't ibang spellings ng pangalan nila, yan. Even if the applicant has never used those names or spelling in the regular life. So kailangan nyo ng NBI clearance. Okay? Kahit hindi nyo pinagagamit yung, if you had aliases, kung meron kayong mga alias, may nicknames, maiden name, birth certificate name, yan. Kailangan nyo po yung pangalan na yon ng NBI clearance ninyo. Okay, police clearance naman from other countries. First, kailangan yung malaman kung gaano katagal kayo nagstay doon sa bansang yon. So applicants who have stayed for 1 year or more upon reaching the age of 16 are required to obtain a police certificate from that country. So dapat naka-isang taon and nag-16 years old. Okay? So how do you do that? Meron ditong link. Okay, so let's see. Country-specific information. So say Kuwait. Yan. So let's go to Kuwait. Ayun, Kuwait. All right. So the saying here, police court prison records. There are no fees, good conduct certificate, issuing authority is Kuwait Ministry of Interior. There's no special seal. Okay. Available only to applicants who have legal residences in Kuwait. A police clearance certificate is required for U.S. immigrant visa applicant age 18 and over who are currently residing in Kuwait for 6 months or more. This is not available for former residents of Kuwait. Ayan. So, paano yun? So, this is an example kung, say, nanirahan sa Kuwait. How do you do that? So, first, let's go back to that. Sino kasulit dito? Police clearance from other countries. Meron silang link, you go there, and then you will get to this page, yung reciprocity and civil documents by country. And then hanapin yung letter K for Kuwait, and then you can get to this page. Tapos scroll down, makikita nyo yung mga iba't ibang dokumento. And one of the documents here, yung police clearance, police certificates. Ang sabi dito, available registration criteria available only to applicants who have legal residence in Kuwait. So, una kung may legal residence in Kuwait. And then sabi dito, a police clearance certificate is required for U.S. immigrant visa applicants age 18 and over who are currently residing in Kuwait for 6 months. This is not available for former residents of Kuwait. Okay, so kung dati ka nang tumira sa Kuwait, hindi mo na kailangan. Okay. All right. So this is how you know kung kailangan mo pa yun o hindi. Okay. So say for instance, yung Saudi Arabia. Okay. Let's go to letter S. Very easy. Okay. So balikan natin yon. I-click nyo lang yung link, and then go to letter S. And then you can find here Saudi Arabia. Click on that. And then the same thing, scroll down. And then dito nyo makikita yung mga documents and kung ano yung kailangan regarding that specific requirement. And then see here, police, criminal record certificate. All Saudi citizens and non-citizens currently residing in Saudi Arabia. Again, currently is the keyword. Sabi dito, only Saudi citizens and non-citizens currently residing can obtain police certificate. Saudi citizens outside of Saudi Arabia should contact the Saudi embassy to inquire about the process of receiving a criminal record certificate. Non-citizens not currently residing in Saudi Arabia cannot obtain a police certificate. So kung dating non-citizens like a Filipino citizen na nagtrabaho sa Saudi Arabia, kailangan pa ba dati, not currently, kailangan pa ba mag-obtain ng police certificate? Sabi dito, hindi na. Okay, so the same thing with Kuwait. So that's how you find out. So, nandun naman po yun. So, kung hindi na kailangan kumuha ng certificate, you don't have to worry about it. Okay? So, say, for instance, ano pa ba yung mga bansang, like say Japan. Let's try Japan. So letter J, the same thing. Let's go to Japan. Click nyo lang yung country na Japan. And then scroll down. Police certificate. Okay. Sabi dito. Okay. Okay, so sabi dito, applicants physically present in Japan, so you have to apply in person at the ito siya, procedures for obtaining metropolitan or prefectural police headquarters having jurisdiction over their present place of residence. Paano naman yung mga outside of Japan, applicants outside of Japan, former legal residents, former illegal aliens, and Japanese citizens should apply at the nearest Japanese consulate. Okay, applicants physically present in Japan as illegal aliens. Okay. The Japanese police will not process requests for police good conduct certificate from illegal aliens while they are physically present in Japan. Okay. In some cases, however, the police will issue the appropriate police certificate provided that the illegal alien submits to deportation proceedings and agrees to leave Japan by a date specified by Japanese immigration. Okay. Police certificate from US military base. Ito naman yung mga kasi may mga US military bases tayo doon. Criminal records from the Japanese Police Authority and from US military bases are not cross-indexed. Therefore, a crime that occurred in one jurisdiction may not be reported to the police of the other jurisdiction. US military applicants who are physically present in Japan under the status of forces agreement must show the results of a local military base police records check as well as the Japanese police certificate. So dalawa pang kailangan. Okay, so in other words, this is how you look kung anong requirement if you lived in other countries in the past. So yung police clearance requirement, depende po yun sa bansa. So this is how you check it. So, okay, so here, you can see here, police clearances, merong link dito, yung visa, reciprocity, and civil documents by country. Click on that. And then, kung ano yung bansa na kailangan yung where you lived in the past, then mag-click po kayo doon. So say for instance, let's see here, Taiwan. If you worked in Taiwan in the past, and then go over, scroll nyo lang siya, go to police record, tapos you can find here the requirements. So kung ano yung procedure, kung ano yung registration criteria. Okay? So whether or not you will need to submit a police clearance from that country. So say for instance, yung nagtrabaho sa Kuwait and nagtrabaho sa Saudi Arabia, sabi, yung mga non-citizens who are not currently working, who are not currently residing or not physically present in Kuwait, hindi na kailangan mag-submit ng police clearance. Yung sa Saudi Arabia din, hindi na rin kailangan mag-submit ng police clearance kung not currently in Saudi Arabia. Okay? And non-citizens. So that's how you find out. Okay, so let's go back. Ayan. And then, meron ding requirement, of course, an affidavit of support. This is very important. So ano ang mga dapat niyong dalhin? Okay, so para dun sa nag-sponsor, kailangan nyo ng most recent documents. And ito, common to nangyari na nasubmit nyo na documentarily qualified a year ago, 2 years ago, di ba? So hindi na current yung mga documents that you submitted. So you have to bring yung mga current documents nyo. Like what? Yung tax returns, most recent tax returns or IRS transcript, yung W-2 nyo, yung most recent W-2 nyo. Okay? Proof that the sponsor is domicile in the United States. Ayan, dapat nakatira ka sa US. Yung proof din ng sponsor's citizenship or immigration status kasi dapat US citizen or permanent resident. And evidence ng relationship. Ayan. Okay, so meron din pong may mga kailangang magpakita ng Senomar. Ito yung mga fiancé, yan, CR1, yan. So kailangan nyo ng certificate of no marriage. Ano nyo ba makukuha yan? So the U.S. Embassy in Manila requires a Senomar for applicants whose unmarried status is important to their visa category. Okay, so yung mga nagfa-fiancé, of course, diba, dapat may legal capacity to marry pagdating sa US. O kaya yung mga derivative ng mga anak to show na hindi pa sila naging married. Okay, ayan. So, kailan nyo kailangan Senomar? If you lived at least 1 year in the Philippines after the age of 18. So, a Senomar or Certificate of No Marriage from the PSA. PSA pa rin, valid for 1 year from the date it was obtained. Okay. So, kung nagpakasal ka naman, original marriage certificate. If celebrated in the Philippines, please bring an advisor in marriage obtained from the PSA. Okay? Kung previously married naman, provide proof of termination of previous marriages. A certificate of no marriage from PSA indicating the annulment or termination, your original divorce or annulment or presumptive death court records, and or death certificate from the country where the celebration or occurrence took place with English translation. Okay. You may also request PSA to submit these documents directly to the US Embassy. Okay. So kung nagkaroon ng dating marriage at it was terminated, yung proof ng termination of previous marriage. Okay. Original birth certificate from PSA for your petitioner to verify the parent, child, or sibling relationship. So yung birth certificate, hindi lang para dun sa beneficiary, pati dun sa petitioner. Kailangan din ng original birth certificate from PSA, okay, to prove relationship. Okay. If you are the petitioner's stepchild, the marriage certificate of the petitioner and your biological parent with English translation. Okay, if the marriage was celebrated in the Philippines, an original copy of the marriage certificate from PSA. So kung ang pinipetisyon mo naman ay stepchild, yung proof ng relationship mo dun sa magulang ng batang yon, kung ikaw ay petitioner, so yung marriage certificate nyo kailangan. Okay? So kung kinasal kayo sa Amerika o sa ibang bansa, then kailangan nyo yung original marriage certificate. Kung kinasal naman kayo sa Philippines, kailangan mo ng marriage certificate from PSA. If you are adopted, adoption papers or custody documents, including a declaration of finality with English translations. Okay. So yon ang mga kailangan mong dokumento na dalhin sa iyong interview. Okay? So you need time to go over this, lalo na yung mga certificate of no marriage na yan because you have to request for that. And kailangan mo rin ng NBI clearance, kailangan mo ng passport mo, valid, yung NVC interview letter, yung birth certificate from PSA, tapos yung mga police clearances, dapat updated kung more than 1 year na yung NBI clearance. And I also showed you how to search kung dapat ka pa bang kumuha ng police clearance if you lived outside in the Philippines for more than, for a certain period of time. So there's a way to do that. Okay? And pagdating doon sa affidavit of support, of course, yung most recent documents ng sponsor. So yung most recent tax return, W-2, kailangan ding dalhin. Patunay na domicile pa siya sa US. And of course, yung kanyang immigration status. Ayan. And then yung mga civil documents proving relationship, yung birth certificate, marriage certificate, kung sa Pilipinas, dapat galing ito sa PSA. Okay? Ayan po. Sa ating susunod na episode, yung part 2 nito, ay paano ang magpa-register or magpa-schedule ng medical exam sa St. Luke's. Yan. For your medical. This is, ang pinag-usapan natin, yung preparing for your immigrant visa interview. Okay? So sa susunod na episode po natin, abangan po ninyo ay paano po magpa-register or magpa-schedule ng medical exam for the interview. Ayan po. Okay? If you want to schedule a consultation with me, mag-email kayo eb@eboardlaw.com or mag-text 713-315-7793. Pwede kayong magtanong sa comment section pero huwag kayong magbigay ng mga personal information ninyo po. And until next time po, abangan po ninyo ang ating susunod na episode. Kung hindi pa po kayo nakakapag-like and subscribe, please do. Please help my channel po. Okay po? Till next time. Bye-bye.